Hey everyone, out at a field day here today. Just wanted to pop in for a quick update on kind of what we're learning. Got some interesting stuff here behind me, both 30-inch corn and 60-inch corn. So trying to see there's a bigger space there, but some interesting kind of stuff. But just a quick kind of takeaway, and I'll get back over there and try to learn something here, some more here today. A good takeaway here from Bob Recker was just talking. I worked with Bob during my senior capstone project at Iowa State about this different spacing of corn and whatnot, that in the corporate world he said, so he worked at John Deere. He said at John Deere they would take 4% of gross revenue, and I'll show you some of the equipment here behind me. They would take 4% of gross revenue and put that into R&D. So take 4% of everything that you're bringing home, put it in R&D. 10% of that they would put into their advanced R&D, their advanced engineering, for really far out new stuff. So Bob's saying, okay, don't necessarily take that straight to dollars. You don't have to invest 4% of your dollars into R&D and whatnot because money's tight. But if you take 4% of your acres, put that into R&D, now you can actually kind of have something there that you can go off of, that you can learn from. And so if you're a 1,000-acre farmer, put 40 acres into experiment, whether that be a product trial or experimenting with cover crops or experimenting with nitrogen rates or whatever it may be, and do something different. 40 acres, not a huge deal for a 1,000-acre grower. Just do something a little bit different. It doesn't have to be all wild and crazy. And then take 10% of that, and that's where you do something crazy. So 4 acres, not a big deal. You're not going to lose a bunch of money on it. It's a good experiment. And that's something where you go, what are the next things that I'm interested in? Not necessarily what everyone around me is doing. So that's where you try it. What about a new biological? Or what about interseeding cover crops? Or what about a diverse cover crop mix? Or what about, changing timing or changing, getting some crazy, kind of like this different spacing here behind. So I think that's just kind of a good takeaway, a good kind of thought here today on experiment with 4% of your acreage total, and then take 10% of that and do something crazy. We'd love to see what you come up with and what some of your thoughts are for things that we can try as well. Thanks.